convictions, and I'm grateful for the mentoring and support of he and his wife Karen. I can appreciate that he wants, or rather she wants, to retire. He has served the people of Clarion County for 12 years as a fair, thorough, and impartial investigator. His skills and insights have been a valuable guide to me as I prepared to seek the office of coroner. I and all the people of Clarion County am indebted to him for his service. Thank you, Terry. During these last 6 years, we've seen a significant increase in the number of opioid and drug-related deaths in Clarion County. We have seen families torn apart, children left without parents, parents left without children, and spouses left alone because of this epidemic. The economic impact on our community has been significant. Lost wages, days without pay, families without a breadwinner, costs to government for investigation, autopsy, and reporting. The costs go beyond dollars and cents, however. The toll is immeasurable on a human scale. Lives lost, never to be regained, cannot be calculated by any formula, or plugged into a budget category, or simplified into a column or a bin. The opioid epidemic. The word epidemic implies that there is a disease, a malady, a cancer, if you will, that is spreading through a population. Some among us would tell you that the addict is diseased. Others would tell you that it is merely a lack of willpower, or that they want to enjoy the high, that they want to be that way. Still others will say it is a lack of economic opportunity and personal responsibility. If only the addict had a full-time job, they would be too tired to get twisted. Apply then this thinking to alcohol, to sex, to money, or food, or achievement, or any other thing that people use to fill a void in their lives. Anything that they might use to fill a hole in their hearts or in their souls. Heroin, opioids, meth, or whatever drugs you wish to describe. People will use anything they can find to fill that hole in their hearts, if one exists. We all know people who use things to fill holes in unsatisfied lives. That, my friends, is the disease. That is the epidemic. We have a culture that is unfulfilled and in search of something to fulfill it and to satisfy it. So, what does that have to do with being coroner? Too often over these years, Terry and I have been called out to homes and to scenes where we are faced with the consequences of actions of those people who have not been able to satisfy and fill that hole. Having a coroner who is always prepared, always professional, compassionate, respectful, dignified, and willing to listen to families is so very important. Every investigation must focus on getting the answers to questions that are needed by law enforcement, the courts, and the families. If the coroner misses details, it can be disastrous for the investigation and for the family. The coroner has to be focused on that investigation, not on making profits for a funeral business. Maintaining neutrality of the coroner's office is absolutely critical. We have worked hard to move the facilities onto a county-owned property and away from personal property or business-owned facilities. No funeral home business in Clarion County should ever be allowed to own or run the county coroner's office. We all know that county budgets are tight. They won't be getting any looser in the future. When an autopsy is requested, we consult with law enforcement and the district attorney to determine the likelihood of a prosecution following. If it is not likely, then the autopsy may not occur. We cannot put families through the trauma and delay of an autopsy without a reasonable consideration of prosecution and conviction. Our long-standing relationship with the Erie County Coroner and Dr. Eric Vey has given us exemplary service within a reasonable budget. I see no use in using a higher-cost celebrity consultant when we have the needed expertise available locally and within a reasonable budget. Again, I want to thank the Chamber and the members for the opportunity to be here today. I look forward to Election Day on November 7th and to serving the people of Clarion County as your next coroner. Thank you.